My name is Doug Fabrizio. I'm a reporter with the public radio station KUER here in Salt Lake City. On behalf of Equality Utah, Outlaws, and the Sutherland Institute, we welcome you to the debate tonight. As for a title for the evening's proceedings, here's how it's been framed: Common Ground or Sacred Ground, Sexual Orientation, Gender Identity, and Rights in Utah. And here's the resolution at issue tonight. Resolved: the Utah State Legislature should pass the Common Ground Initiative. Now let me give you a sense of how the evening is going to proceed. We will begin with opening statements from representatives of each side, and then we'll move into questions asked and answered by members of the respective teams. That section will take 30 minutes. After closing statements, the teams will respond to questions from the audience for 30 minutes. Now let's meet the teams. Arguing against the resolution is Team Sutherland. Meet Shirley Cox. Dr. Cox is a professor and field education director in the School of Social Work at Brigham Young University. A University of Utah graduate, Professor Cox has been a longtime member of the National Association of Social Workers and has served on its national and international boards. She's a clinical psychotherapist and maintains a private consulting practice that includes work on issues of same-sex attraction and gender affirmative therapy. Bill Duncan is the director of Sutherland Institute's Center for Family and Society. He also serves as the director for the Marriage Law Foundation. Mr. Duncan formerly served as acting director of the Marriage Law Project at the Catholic University of America's Columbus School of Law and as executive director of the Marriage and Family Law Research Grant at the J. Reuben Clark Law School at Brigham Young University, where he also served as a visiting professor. He's published numerous articles on constitutional and family law issues in a variety of legal journals. LeVar Christensen is with us tonight, an attorney and a trustee of the Sutherland Institute. He, of course, served as a legislator in the Utah House of Representatives, was the primary author and sponsor of the state constitutional amendment that prohibited same-sex marriage, the amendment that was adopted by voters in 2004. He has authored many other pieces of legislation related to families and to parental rights. And Paul Merrow is with us, the president of the Sutherland Institute. Prior to his service at the Institute, he was the executive vice president of the Howard Center for Family, Religion, and Society, where he administered the Second World Congress of Families, which was held in Geneva, Switzerland in 1999. Mr. Merrow has worked for 2 congressmen in Washington, D.C., and is the co-author of the book, The Natural Family. Arguing in the affirmative tonight for the resolution is Team Equality. Meet Lee Beckstead. Dr. Lee Beckstead is a psychologist in private practice affiliated with Aspen Grove Counseling in Salt Lake City. He received his doctorate from the University of Utah and postdoctoral training from the University of California, Berkeley. He conducted 2 research studies on understanding the conflicts and resolutions for Mormons who attempted to change their sexual orientation through therapy. He's currently a member of the American Psychological Association's task force to evaluate research on treatments focused on changing sexual orientation and to provide therapeutic recommendations for those conflicted with their sexual orientation. He's been a member of the International Academy of Sex Research since 2004. Clifford Roski is with us tonight, an associate professor of law here at the S.J. Quinney College of Law. He teaches courses on criminal law, family law, sexuality, gender, and law. He received his law degree from Yale Law School. Before joining the faculty, Mr. Roski served as a law clerk on the U.S. Court of Appeals for the Second Circuit and as a research fellow for the Williams Institute on Sexual Orientation Law and Public Policy at the UCLA School of Law. Senator Scott McCoy is with us this evening. Senator McCoy is a practicing attorney with the law firm Howrey, represents Utah's District 2. He received his law degree from the Benjamin Cardozo School of Law and a master's degree from George Washington University. Served as a law clerk to Justice Russin of the Utah Supreme Court. Also is an adjunct professor of law here at the university. In 2004, he led the effort against Amendment 3. He lives in Trolleywood with his partner, Mark Barr. Will Carlson is with us tonight, a licensed attorney and a public policy manager for Equality Utah. He is a native Utahn, apart from an LDS mission and a brief stint in Washington, D.C. Will is a graduate of the S.J. Quinney College of Law, Utah State University, and Snow College. In addition to advocacy, Will has worked in family law, in estate planning, and criminal defense. was recently published in the Journal of Law and Family Studies for his statutory note, Rhetoric versus Reality, an Analysis of Utah's Marital Restriction on Adoption. So we're going to begin with opening statements. Each side will get 10 minutes. And speaking first for Team Equality is Will Carlson.